Hi everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a beautiful story from um, Rudra Samhita Shiva Purana. And the name of the story is Gunanidhi. Well, this story, there is so many things to learn. So let me begin the story. In the city of Campilya, there was a Brahmin whose name was Yajnadatta, and he was a very pious and learned Brahmin. He learned all the Shastras, Vedas, and Vedangas, and he was always busy in rituals. And in due course of time, he was blessed with a son whose name was Gunanidhi. As Gunanidhi grew up, Yajnadatta performed all the rituals, and he always wished that his son would become a scholar. As he had enough name and fame, people loved Yajnadatta, so he wished the same thing from his son. Now, Gunanidhi, in due course of time when he came to his adulthood, he had some bad companies and he learnt all the bad qualities. And not only that, he started gambling. So he took all the valuable things from his house and sold it to the gamblers, just to play, to do the gambling. Now one day, any time Yajnadatta was asking his wife, "Hey lady, what our son Gunanidhi is doing?" Every time his wife told him that our son, just now he has gone to outside with two or three friends and he has completed his studies and he has gone outside just to revise the Vedas, whatever he learned. Like this she answered. And Yajnadatta thought that she was telling the truth. But one day, and yes, when Yajnadatta was not there, his wife told to her son, "Ki, oh son, what you are doing is not good. And your ancestors and your father has so much reputation, don't spoil it." But Gunanidhi never listened to her. However, one day Yajnadatta was in the market. That time he found his ring uh, on a gambler's finger. So he asked, "Where did you get it?" Then that gambler didn't say anything first, but later he said, "Oh, Yajnadatta, why don't you go and ask your son? Your son is a gambler and he had sold all your valuables to other gamblers. Now go and ask him." When he mentioned that your gold pot, your costly dresses and your ring, whatever you had, and also the money, everything had given to the gamblers. Now Yajnadatta became very much ashamed of the conduct of his son. He came back home, and then he asked again. He By that time he knew everything about Gunanidhi. He asked his wife knowingly, "Ki, oh lady, what our son is doing?" Then, as usual, his wife said, "Ki, our son has gone just now outside and with his friends, and he has finished his studies and he has gone to practice the Vedas." When she said this, out of anger, Yajnadatta said, "Ki, oh lady, what for you are hiding the truth? And your son has sold every valuable things of our house to the gamblers only. And whenever I am asking, you are telling a lie. What you are hiding?" Then even he asked, "Ki, can you give me my ring?" That time his wife told him, "Ki, look," because he was very much puzzled when he asked about the ring. So she told, "Ki, look, I am busy in my work. Please go and find out. I put it just now somewhere." Again she told the lie. But after all, she was a mother. What she could do? So 100 times she requested her son to lead a right path, but he never listened to her. And this time also she wanted to save her son. That is why she told the lie. Now Yajnadatta got very furious and he said, I will not eat until and unless I will get married to another lady. Thus he said, and these words were heard by Gunanidhi. He heard all these things and left the house and ran away. Now, after going, he reached a place and he thought himself, okay, why did I do this? Why did I spoil the reputation of my father and my ancestors? This is nothing but destiny. I could become a scholar. My father had so much reputation. I could do the same. But destiny is destiny, and because of that only fate has brought me to this plight. He repented, but that was too late. However, he sat under a tree, and by that time the sun set. Now, he saw a man coming with something. That man was carrying some offerings for Lord Shiva. That was the Sivaratri night, and Gunanidhi was extremely hungry. So he thought that he followed that man where he was going. Now that man entered into a Shiva temple, and Gunanidhi stood near the threshold of the temple. He thought himself, if when they will finish their puja, then I will go and I will take all the offerings. When they will go away. Now the devotees started worshipping to Lord Shiva, and they offered all the food items and very tasty puddings, because the fragrance was coming to Gunanidhi, and as he was very hungry, he was waiting for that. When they would go away, he would take the pudding. Now after the puja was finished, the devotees slept over there. They offered the lamps also to Lord Shiva. Now Gunanidhi thought, when they slept, Gunanidhi entered into the temple, and that time the shadow of the lamp was falling upon the top of the Shiva Linga. Now Gunanidhi couldn't see all the offerings, means food items, clearly. So he tore his lower garment and made it, use it on the lamp as a wick. Now light became bright, and he could see everything. He took some pudding and other food items and tried to run away. At that time he dashed to something and fell down. And the person who was sleeping, to whom he dashed, immediately he got up and shouted, hey, who are you? What you are carrying out? Why are you running out? And all others they also got up. And at last the guard, he caught hold of him, and somehow Gunanidhi was killed. You know what happened when he was killed? That time the Jamaganas and the Rudraganas, they both appeared there. Jamaganas tried to take Gunanidhi to Yamalok. When they tried, the Shivaganas said, don't touch him, you cannot take Gunanidhi. He is a Shiva devotee. Then the Yamagana said, look, he is a wretch and he did all the wrong things. He never obeyed his parents. He never did any good things in his life, and he was a gambler. So we are going to take him. And he also stole the things from his own house. So he is not a good person. When they said this, the Shivaganas said, look, in Sivaratri night, that was the Sivaratri when he stood on the threshold of the temple. And they said, look, Sivaratri night, he had not taken anything, and he witnessed the whole total prayer of those devotees. And not only that, he also gave the lamp, because he tore his lower garment and put it as a wig. So Lord Shiva loves lamp. And as he was completely hungry without any food this Sivaratri night, he is a great devotee of Lord Shiva. You cannot take him. So when they told such thing, the Yamaganas returned back to their Yamlok. They told everything to Yama. Now hearing these words, their words, Yama said, listen Ganas, hereafter you will never touch the person who had smeared the ashes on his forehead. Three means if anybody has put three of lines of ashes on the forehead, don't try to touch them. And yes, the person who has put the Rudraksha mala, don't touch them also. Anybody who is even as a joke wearing the Shiva dress like the bark or any dress like Lord Shiva, then don't touch them also. And if anybody has hold trident, don't touch them also. And yes, Lord Shiva always loves lamb. Anybody who lit the lamp on Shiva temple, don't try to touch them. Thus, Yamadev reminded his Ganas not to touch all those persons, those who are the devotee of Lord Shiva. Now, thus, Gunanidhi went to Shivalok with the Shiva Ganas, enjoyed there, and he became a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and in his next life, he became the king of Kalinga. But the greatest moral of the story is that, well, Gunanidhi had got so many good things, but never tell lie and never try to hide the truth, because truth always comes on its own. Truth always prevails. So, and actually, it is not, I feel bad for Gunanidhi's mother also, because what she could do, after all, she was a mother. She had some tender feeling for her son. But however, do not hide everything to the head of the family, because sometimes this would be the result. So, however, thank you so much, and once again I will meet you with another story. And yes, if you have time, please visit my site thegalpa.com, where you can find the mythological stories, at least some new stories. Thank you so much.